Hey, what's up, everyone? So this is for the Foholo 15 e-scooter, and this is the replacement part that arrived in the mail prior to my last video. So thank you, Foholo, for sending the main wire. A shout out to the company; they're very supportive. So if you guys have the scooter or any of their products, check them out. These guys will really take care of you. And so before I set this up, I just wanted to do a little quick video in case anyone has the scooter and you're wondering how to replace certain parts, specifically the main wire in this case. Um, so it looks very familiar. This is exactly located on the stem on the handlebar. So you'll see it. And these coloring ports, they belong up there. So I'll get to that in a quick second. But the main target is also the coloring of the wires. So of course the black part on the top is the connecting port, and it goes in through here. So the first and most important thing is, after removing the deck, which I have over there, you're gonna have to remove the left side of the LED light, of course, by unscrewing. Where we go? There we are. Unscrewing the part that's right here, and once you take that part off, just slide it off. You don't have to do the second one; just do this one and slide it off. So that way, the interior can be accessed to replace the wires. So in this case, it's a simple project. It's a simple task. After you take off the LED light, of course, you have to take off the mesh and the electrical tape, of course. And there's a port rather that's over here. If you guys can see it, there's an opening right here which goes inside the stem, and it allows you to have access over here, which the top part of the stem. Why is my camera blurry? There we go. The top part of the stem has an opening, so that way you can take off the mesh and the cable too, and take off the old, in this case, the main wire. And what you're gonna have to do is basically connect it back to where it originally was connected. And once you do that, oop, sorry, there we go. Once we do that, you just stick it back inside that little opening, and then once you see it pop out over here, you take it out, and then of course you can put it back inside the opening to the interior. And once you do that, to locate the main wire, it's a simple thing. You just have to get familiar with the wires. Always get familiar with the wires in terms of its color pattern, and most importantly, which wire you've been working on. So of course, for a couple of times I've worked on the replacement of the LED lights right here, so I'm familiar with which wire that is, which is the obviously green, black, and red wiring. And interesting part about that is also connected to the main wire, which is this cable right here with the white, black, red, yellow, and purple looking wire. So a lot of them have the similar color pattern. Don't get confused about that part, because they have different sizes and different shapes of the wires and the black connecting port. In this case, since this is the main wire that came in the mail, you can clearly see the difference between the sizes. So if you try to figure out, oh, which wire is which, the one to the right obviously is thicker. This one right here that I'm holding is the main wire, which is very thin. So the colors are very thin in terms of the wires. So get familiar with the color patterns too. And in this case, I'm going to show you which one is the main wire, and it's always connected to the LED lights, of course, which is the green, black, and red. So this one you can clearly see it matches because of the coloring patterns and and its size. Now, you see how this one right here, this is the main wire. You can see that it goes through the gathering of all the wires to be wrapped around the mesh and the electrical tape. So you can clearly see where it goes out and where you have to connect it and disconnect it from. In this case, you have to pull it. Good to wear some construction gloves or maybe some biker gloves to get a better grip to take it off, because your fingers may be slippery on the port, but it's still a go. You can try to work it out. So what you're going to do is pull it and first locate it and then pull it. So obviously you can see how it's plugged in and how it's connected. So a secret is to give a good advice. Try to locate and see how it's plugged in from left to right or right to left in terms of the coloring of the pattern, as you can see. So you might have to flip it like that to which one starts off first. If it's the white one to the green, or maybe the green to the white. So just find out how it's connected in to the how it's originally connected rather, and then you can see which one comes first. So it looks like it's green to white. So in that case, remember that pattern, green to white, so that way you can plug it in after you disconnect it, and most importantly, after you put it inside the openings of the stem, and then you insert it through the port right here. You can know how to plug it in and which uh, side to plug it in. So once you do that and connect this part, which is right here, as you can see, it's blue, black, and red. Same wires right here. Just disconnect it, connect it with a new one, and then you're good. Put everything back in place, and you're good. So as you can see, once again, this is the original main wire. So once you do everything, turn on the scooter and see if it works. So I'm anxious and happy to see that because it's been a little while since I was able to ride this. So I'm going to be happy to do a 5-star video review on my next video, and hopefully everything goes well. So once again, shout out to Foholo. Thank you guys so much. You're the best, and especially for the prices of your scooters, because it's really, really amazing. And these guys, like I said, they will take care of you. I never had a customer service experience so good with electric scooters and bikes. And I own these. I own several bikes and several scooters, but this is the only company that I've experienced so far that would really take care of you and go out their way to even send you replacement parts in full. These guys literally sent me new brake pads, which I'm going to put back inside and install. They sent me new LED lights and new brake sensors, which is up here. So these new brake sensors, obviously, you disconnect these two with these two screws after you unscrew the bolt for the handlebar. Once you flip that back and have access to take out the original brake sensor, you put it back in. But that's another story. I don't want to confuse you guys for this. But yeah, it's a simple process. These guys literally sent me everything that there is to make sure my scooter gets running back as it should be. So shout out to the guys. If anyone's interested in purchasing from them, trust me, go ahead and do it. And this thing, for their price, it's literally the same exact power, same exact style as these $4,000, $5,000 scooters. So I don't see a difference in that. But the only difference I see is that these guys sell it for a good price and you get the same results. I've gotten about 34 or 35 miles of range just by traveling on gear one without dual mode on, but both motors still run without dual mode. So this is an update version of the F15. That's what the company states. And whatever they're selling online, it's all updated. So um, to get the farthest range out your battery, literally try mode one or gear one without dual mode. That's how you get the furthest. 10 to 15 miles an hour on a regular pace, a regular trip, you'll get the farthest range. I mean, far range. 34 miles is really far. So I got that. And I still had about three life bars of life rather. And I'm amazed of that because for me standing 6 foot tall, 222 pounds, this thing dragged me like a piece of cake and it got me that far with that much power left. So imagine what else. So that's in the next video review. So look forward to that. Alrighty, enough talking. Let me go ahead and set this up and I'll see you all next time. Take care.